Hello everyone, welcome to another video on Mailmodo. In my previous video I walked you through and introduced you to Mailmodo, which is an AMP powered email marketing solution. I showed you the pricing and what you can do with Mailmodo. In this video I'm going to walk you through the tool and show you the dashboard and all the features which are inside Mailmodo. Now it's very simple to sign up with Mailmodo. You can do it using Gmail. Just sign up and start using this because the free plan allows for 5,000 emails to be sent out per month. You can always upgrade to the plans that Mailmodo have and use their SMTP, or also go with an external SMTP, whichever you want to. Now once you sign up, you will be shown this dashboard, which is the home page. On the left you will see home templates, which is where the templates reside, the campaigns, whichever campaign you want to run. Transactional, this is for transactional. Journey, this is for workflows. You have contacts, settings, integrations, and your own personal profile. Now the home tab, you will see what template I've created recently. Here you can add your own custom sender email. So if you click here, you will be taken to the settings tab. I've already added my email, mail@digitaldoorway.com, and I'm using the Mailmodo SMTP. Now you'll have to click on verify, and this is for AMP registration. So it's very important that you register for AMP. It will take at least 2 to 3 weeks for the AMP registration to be completed, and then you would need to click on verify, wherein you will have to verify your TXT record, your CNAME, and your DMARC TXT. It's very simple and straightforward to verify this, although the AMP registration will take some time. You will always see this support icon or chat icon. If you click on it, the chat is always available. They're always willing to help you. So here you will see my account, you will see the API keys, you will see the plan that you're on, and you will see the pricing over here, which I discussed in my last email. So it starts off with $49 per month. You get unlimited contacts, 30,000 free email credits, unlimited template creation, and so on. It goes up to $499 per month, and you get all of these all of these features. Right? If you need a custom plan, you can always reach out to them. I'm going to go back to home and then see over here. You will see we have just seen this custom sender email, and you'll see integrate with different platforms. If I click here, then the integration tab will open up, and you can always integrate with either webhooks or Zapier, Calendly, HubSpot. So let me just Salesforce, Shopify, Facebook, Google Sheet, Zoom webinar, etc. So I'm just going to click on authenticate, and you will see that use your HubSpot account with Mailmodo. I'm just going to click on integrate over here, as my HubSpot account is open right now. So it's very simple. This is my HubSpot account, and I will just check in and choose the account, and automatically the integration will happen. So it's straightforward. Okay, I'm going to go back, and then you can upload your suppression list, whichever you want to prevent from reaching the email. Send trigger based emails. You can click on send now, and here you will see some helpful guides and what are the limits of free plan. So you can send up to 250 emails per day and can experience all the features of the gold plan, but you do get the Mailmodo branding. So if you want to remove this Mailmodo branding, then you would need to go with a paid plan. And does email impact deliverability? It doesn't. AMP is just a framework like HTML. So where to check email form responses, which email clients allow AMP, how many contacts can we upload, can I use Mailmodo with other tools? You get these features, these questions over here. You can always explore the plans, which is the pricing plan again. So opens up, and you can always, if you need help, you can raise a ticket or contact sales. If you click on contact sales, then the calendar opens up, and you can select any date and time, and immediately you will be connected with their support team, who will come on a one-on-one call with you, which is again very, very good, because they are quite helpful, and they will walk you through all the features and answer all your questions. Right? Just coming back over here to the left sidebar, then I'll click on templates, and you will see many templates over here. I'm just going to click on new template, and you will see a series of templates over here. You'll see a blank canvas, all elements, appointment, follow-up email, referral, NPS survey, recommendation, feedback form, lead generation, membership, scheduling a meeting within the email itself, which is what I discussed previously. And this is one of the features why I like this tool. I mean, because you can set up meetings. You can set up forms, NPS CSAT surveys inside the email itself. So you don't need to buy a separate tool for surveys or for for feedbacks, etc., because you have everything over here inside your email. Cart recovery, curated newsletter, and so on. So I'll just show you a couple of examples. One example will be using a blank template or canvas, and one selecting any one. Let's take this lead generation. So I'm just going to name it as lead generation over here. Lead generation, and here you will see lead gen, and here you will see undo and redo. You will also see the form submissions, and you will see template suggestions. So once we start working, I'll click on this and show you. Here is the header, and if you want to add something over here down, you can just click on add elements or duplicate or delete. If you click on add elements, you will see text, image, button, spacer, or social media icons. Let me click on social media icons, and immediately these icons come below the header. I can always delete this. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to click back here and then select, let's say, an image. So an image comes over here. You can always click here and upload your image, right? So you can upload my uploads or upload from URL. I'm going to delete this, and on the left side you will always see this move down, copy, delete, and again add block. So here if you click on this blue color plus icon, you will see layout, you will see basic elements, you will see forms, you will see widgets, and pre-made blocks. So I have the header and I have the primary text over here, and then an image and a booking form. Now booking form, again, you can select required or not required, and you can always add a new question. If you feel that after the name you should be having an email, then you should ask a question, and then you can select whichever you want over here. Let's say phone number. We take phone number over here, and then the phone number comes up. You can select the country of your choosing, of your liking, and then automatically the international dialing code comes up and the phone number. You can mark it as required, and you can move this up and down. You don't have to drag and drop. You can just click on this down arrow, and you will see that it goes down. If you want to move it further down after the date, then move it down. If you want to move it up, move it up. So it's very simple, very straightforward. You don't need to know coding or anything like that to set up a form. Alright, so here again you will see this icon wherein input will be text, number, or email, and you can also set the character limit. If you want to just set 100 characters, you can do that. Alright, so month, date, you can see the calendar over here. Similarly, if I go and click on plus symbol here, and after the form I want to add, let's say I want to add an image. So I'm going to go to pre-made blocks, and here you will see so many different pre-made blocks, whether it's header, you can select any header of your choosing, newsletters, footer, forms, and widgets. You can click on calendar integration, Zoom, Shopify, live price sticker, and poll. Let's say I want to select this blog article. So I'm going to click here, and this blog article shows up. You can always change these by clicking over here, and you can set the text styling. You can change the color. Let's say want to change the color of the text. If you want to change the color of the background, it's all over here. You just have to play around with this tool. You have the text, you have the left column, it's all there. So you can adjust these. It's very simple. The templates are very easy to use. The Mailmodo branding is here because, like I said, I'm on the free plan, so it will be there. And then once you're done with this, I'm just going to go back over here, template suggestions. Once you're done with this, you can click here and it will suggest what is required to be done. For example, one suggestion found, the image size. So recommendation reducing image sizes helps you load speed, etc. Use tools like PNG, tiny PNG. So you can see the recommendations that they have. Again, broken links, You see that the broken link is over here in the URL. So even if you make a mistake, this feature will recommend what is missing and it'll show you back. So you can do a quick preview of this email. You'll see two versions, the AMP version and the HTML version, and you will see the desktop and the mobile versions over here because all templates are responsive. So you can see everything that you have worked on. Right? You can always send a test email, and you can put down your name over here, or click on submissions. I'm going to go back to editor, and I'm going to go back. You can save and exit or exit without saving. Now just coming back to templates again, create new template, and I'm going to start with a blank canvas, blank template. So here you don't have anything, it's completely blank canvas. I'm going to click on layouts or click on more, and then select with a header, go with a header, right? Because you need a header up front. I'm going to choose this, and you can always change the icon, or you can always change the text. If you want to move this up, again, it's very simple. If you feel that there's too much space between the icon and the image and the text, you can always move it up and down, and then you can reverse it as well. Right, now that we are done with the header, let's move on to image plus text. Let's say we take this image plus text. You have this image over here. You can control the image size. You can provide a link, and you can set up the alt text for images to just name it, and you can always set the border, create the line type, transparency, padding, etc. It's all there, right? You can always write the blog article. You can change the font styling, the font size, bold, italic, underline, colors, center, right, and more. Right? Once we are done with this, we will move on to the next as an example, and I'm going to go with 3 columns. Here I'm just going to write something. Same over here, you can put the text. Here I'm going to put an image, and here let's say I'm going to put a button. This is just for the sake of showing you guys. Next up, I will put a form. Now you have different forms over here. Your simple form, lead gen form, which you just saw, NPS rating, webinar, and survey. I'm going to go with surveys. So this is the survey form. You have, by default, you have 2 steps, and the third one being the success step, right? You can always add more steps if you want to, or else you can, this is step 3, or just go back to step 1 now. Now this is the heading of the survey. This is the name. If you want to put the name up front, you can do that. You can put the gender. You can always move this up and down if you want to move this, and then you have the full name which came down. I'm going to move this back up, and you're going to click over here, click on the add question, and then let's say single select. Now you have added another question over here, right below the after the name and the gender. You have added a question. You will edit whatever you want, write your own question, and then move on to the next question. I'm going to go with drop down format, drop down question. So how likely are you to purchase? So you have these by default. You can always change the order or change the text option. You can also add another option, and you just click in and type whatever you want, right? You can see how easy it is to build a form, a survey form, right? It's quite simple and very straightforward. I'm going to go with NPS for example now, and here you will see a question. So minimum is 1 and maximum is 10. If you want, you can choose the maximum to be 5 and then 1 to 5. So the rating really depends on what you want, right? You can always duplicate and bring this and add another question over here, change whatever you want. And you also have the option of making it required, mandatory, so that you know the user will have to answer your question. Again, here you can also go finally with a text question, final comments or final feedback, whatever you want to write here. So we just created a form which is very simple to use. In step 2 we will use some other questions. Step 3 will be some other questions, and step 4, which is the success, will be thank you for submitting the form, know more, or go to our website, or whatever you want. I'm going to wind this off with, let's say, pre-made blogs, and then I will go to footer, and I'm going to complete this email with a footer. I'm going to go with a simple one. So here you will see that the footer is added, and you can always link these icons, click over here, put your address, and complete the email. Click on preview, and you will see, although it's not the ideal emailer that I had wanted, but you can see what you have created over here, right? You can see it even in mobile also. You can see the questions, which is very beautiful and very, very responsive. So you can then send a test email and then go out and send off the email. So this is about the templates that you can create using the template tool that Mailmodo has. They have a lot of templates, and it really granular, and you can choose anything that you want. You can change the colors, you can change the text, you can edit the questions, you can add, delete, do whatever you want. Offer promotions, online quiz, you can even take quizzes. I mean, you don't need a separate quiz tool or anything like that, right? You can evaluation, hotel reservation. This is very good for hospitality industry, for hotels and resorts. HR survey, if you have internal HR company, HR department, then you can go for this. E-commerce, again, they have a native Shopify integration. The good thing is that the Shopify and HubSpot integration is native, so you don't need a third-party tool like Zapier or anything, but Zapier is also there. And they are working on more integrations. In 2022, they'll be coming up with more integrations, hopefully. E-commerce welcome email, transactional feedback, and more. Right? Going on to campaigns. Now here you can create a campaign. You just have to create a new campaign and then select the template. Let's say I'm going to select this one and click on next. And you'll have to put in the campaign name. You have to put in subject line. What's interesting is that here you can click on the plus symbol, and you can I've added 2 more subject lines, and you can always A/B test which email is getting more open rate. So for example, here, first name, did you check our new promotion? And in subject line number 1, I'm not putting a name, did you check our new promotion, right? And here, and then you can put the last name, and you can just put in the text that whatever you want. You can always put emojis also, smileys and emojis, and there are a lot of features over here that you can use, right? And here you will see the from name, which is the first one, then the text, the subject line, and then pre-header text. The pre-header text is the text which comes after the subject line, and then you'll put the from name, the reply to email. And by default, magic@p.mailmodo.com is a whitelisted email which is put, but you can always add a new sender, which is again takes you to the sender settings, which is what I showed you earlier, right? So this was about campaigns, and then you click on campaigns and you set up a campaign, and from one campaign you can set up multiple emails. Coming on to transactional emails, again, you will see trigger emails from the platforms you already use. So this is, you are using HubSpot, for example, so you will trigger emails from HubSpot. So you can use any of these tools and set it up very easily. You have the journey, which is the customer journey. Workflows, for example, so here you will see the workflows. Again, the workflows is again very advanced. It's not something which is an amateur stage or something, but I'm sure that they are building more advanced features in the workflows or journey, as they call it. So here you will set up, you'll send this, I'll add the sender name. So for example, my sender name is doorway.com, reply to, so that'll come over here. Sender name is Digital Doorway, and then you'll put the sender name and then click on apply. So here you will start with configuring. You're going to set, for example, let's say a delay, and I'm just going to put a delay over here, a delay of minutes, hours, or days. Let's say somebody subscribes to my email newsletter, so I'm going to send him an email 1 minute after a 1 minute delay. And then I want to send more emails based on open emails or clicked emails. So I'm going to bring these two over here. I'm just going to connect this, very straightforward, and connect this. Now it's not connecting, but at the moment I have to configure this one. So wait for a, so let's say 2 hours. So this has to be set up properly with the sender name for it to be connected. So at the moment I'm just showing you what the procedure is, right? So this is about journey or workflows. Just coming back to contacts again, you can always create new contacts. There are different ways. You can import from CSV, you can add manually, you can import from apps or add through API. I'm just going to show you add manually, and let's say I'm just going to write abc@gmail.com, and I'm going to add this to a new list or existing list. So I'm just going to add this to an existing list. First name, see, I'm just going to click on import contacts. Contact has been imported in this list. As you can see, it's updating. You will see all the lists over here. You can send campaigns, which is here, to any of these lists. You can view the contacts, you can rename, export, or archive. So it's very simple. You will be shown the total number of contacts here, monthly contacts, how many are blocked and how many unsubscribed. Here again, you can download suppression or import suppression list. Coming to the settings tab, it's very simple, which I showed you. Your sender settings, your API keys, your account plans, and billing history. So the power of Mailmodo really is in its templates, because you get a lot of templates and the forms, the forms, the meeting schedule, the newsletters, email invites, lead generation forms, membership forms, referral, and these kind of emails, which you will have to use a different tool, right? Most of the traditional email service providers like MailChimp, MailerLite, ConvertKit, they don't have these features inside the email, at least not till now. So you cannot add a form inside the email, and they do not also use the AMP technology. So these two features are something which really sets Mailmodo apart from rest of the groove. Like I said, I've been using it for a few months now, and I'm really enjoying using it. I've also had a call with their management team, and they have been very helpful to me so far, and I've been getting very good open and click rates. So I highly recommend that those of you who like to try new tools, or who are looking for a new email marketing tool, to try out Mailmodo, at least the free version, and then see how it goes. If you like it, go for it, because this is one company which is really working really hard in the back end to add new templates to enhance their automation or the journeys. And in the coming years, you will see Mailmodo really growing big, right? So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and that's it for this video.